if you heard that. I do not know what that was.
This week, I'm doing something awesome. I'm solo tarp tenting for the first time. I just got a tarp. You saw in my last video, I did a little lunch break tarp camp, but this time I'm out in the woods, solo camping, and I'm hoping that I can portray the feeling to you of what it's like sleeping under a tarp for the first time, like the feelings about it all, you know, because I don't know what to expect right now. I'm heading down this forest road. It's an old logging road. It's sandy. It's used as an ATV trail now. I'm gonna look for a nice area, set up camp. It's already going on 6 p.m. so I do have to get the camp rolling before it gets dark. So I hope you'll stick around, and I hope you're doing really well. This is gonna be awesome. Found this beautiful spot. I think it's gonna do really good. Yeah, so I made it in, and I think I found the perfect area to camp here. Right over here is the tree I'm gonna use to set up the tarp. I'll show you the tarp setup I'm planning on. And I just have this nice big area here. It's nice and mossy and soft. Perfect. Well, I made it. It's after 7. I was hoping to have a coffee, but I'm not going to be able to have coffee. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to sleep. It's too late for that. So I'm going to get cooking supper soon. But here it is. The tarp is enclosed totally, and I just love that. Perfect, especially for my first time. I love it. It's got a floor and everything like that too. I'll give you a little quick tour of it right away, but I'm so happy to have found this area, and I'll definitely remember this, and I'll be coming back bringing Joanna too. Just amazing. So I'll give you a quick tour before I cook because I'm losing light, so I want to give you the tour while there's light, and I want to get cooking too. So these are all pinned down right here. Right here, it's just like a tent, right? And so here I have an opening right here. So I put some of my sleeping stuff in already, but you can see there is a fair amount of room in here. With the door tie here, I can even tie this up if I want to, or clip it together just in the evening so that it's just totally enclosed. And here with this tarp, it's got tie-off points all over the place. So this one here, I had to change this guy line. I originally had it going to the tree over here, but I had to change it because this side was sagging. So now it just gives me all that much extra room. Well, dinner's ready. Having a little stir fry. Nice and healthy dinner. It's getting darker out now. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it's starting to chill off a little bit too. So I'm going to eat this up and then get some things ready for bed. I got to get my bedding ready still and everything. There are some ATVers not too far away. I don't know if you can hear them or not, but they just started and they started whooping it up a little bit. It's Crown land here, so there's not much I can do about it. I chose kind of an ATV trail. I just didn't expect them to be out in the evening. So hopefully it won't last too long, and hopefully it's going to deter any bears because bears are a real thing. It's April right now, and we've had a very warm springtime here in Canada, in Manitoba where I am. And so the bears, most likely some of them were out earlier. And if there's no food for them to find, they'll start looking for human sources. I thought about it while I'm out here. I just cooked with onions and garlic and all that stuff. So, you know, it's probably a tantalizing smell for a bear. It is for me anyway. And I just want to thank Lone Wolf 902. I watched his video today and he used his stool as a cutting board and a table. So that's perfect because the weight on my pack was heavy enough as it is. So bringing extra stuff wasn't good. So I'm going to go ahead and eat and see how this tastes. It's good. I just want to mention too that the camp is actually about 100 yards away or so. I don't know if you can see it in this view. but I got another view to show you anyway. But yeah, just because the bears are out and everything, I thought it'd be safer just to eat a little further away from the tarp and everything like that from the camp. I maybe even could have went a little further, I'm not sure. But I am gonna hang all of my food related stuff too from a branch after. Right when I'm done this, I'm gonna take care of that because I just don't want them around camp, and I don't want them to take my food either. So it's dark now. I want to show you my bed setup. So I've got my ground mat here, and then I've got my Gear Doctor pad. I've got my Mountain House sleeping bag. So this is a mummy sleeping bag. And then I've just got another sleeping bag over top. So I've got room for my bag over there. And then you can see that you've got quite a bit of room in here for the sleeping bag, and I can stretch right out. So it's so quiet. My ears are like kind of just ringing. There's a constant sound or ring there. Not a loud one, just not used to being like this quiet, and I love it. This is what I look for. My senses are up a little bit, like, you know, I'm like hearing when I hear things, like I'll be doing something and I'll be hearing a sound and I don't realize it's the sound that I'm doing, and I'm like, you know, what's that? And I realized, oh, that's just me. So, but I'll talk a little more about that in the tent to you. If I can get some filming in there, I'll talk to you about kind of how I've been feeling about everything. Yeah, I got to put another layer on because it is cooling off. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll see you in the tent. Got the chair hanging upside down so that it's not filled with moisture tomorrow. Yeah, so far it's been pretty good. Haven't been too like worried about much. When I first got here, it took me a bit to get used to some of the sounds out here, like the trees were swaying and making weird noises and stuff like that. Just ones I wasn't sure of. And then, you know, I thought I heard something off in the distance, but I don't think it was anything. I think it was just trees or something. I'm not sure, but that was like when I first got here. I'm feeling pretty good about this because it's a tent and I'll be closing like this right off, and it'll give me a sense of security, false sense of security, I'm sure. It's first time tarp camping, and I don't feel like I would have too much of a problem even leaving this open, although I'm not going to because I think it's going to get moist tonight, so I am going to close this and save myself some moisture problems. Been wearing my do-rag because like we've had such a fluctuation of weather. Today we were plus 16, so plus 16 degrees Celsius. So we were out in t-shirts, like it was t-shirt weather when I was out here. And then, you know, the night's going down to 1 degrees Celsius, which is what, 35, 36 degrees Fahrenheit. So the fluctuation is there. It might even go below zero today. I don't know. So, but the do-rag I have to wear because I need to have something on my ears because I have a spot here that turned out to be cancerous on my ear here. So I'm going actually in June to get that taken out, but they're going to cut it out and everything like that. And so it's not the type that spreads or anything like that. It'll just sit here and grow here, but it doesn't spread around or anything. So they'll cut it out, and that should be the end of it. Hopefully the night will go good. We'll see. I haven't been too nervous. If anything happens overnight, I'll have my GoPro ready here to maybe do some filming or whatever. I don't expect any problems, but I'll have my cameras ready to go. If anything does go on, I'll flick it on. Other than that, I'm just hoping for a nice good night and get up in the morning and have some coffee and breakfast. I missed my coffee today because I got here too late, but that should help me sleep, so that's probably a good thing. I will see you in the morning. The trees silhouette in the night sky, the moon seeping through to highlight bits and pieces of the forest. Ears adjusting to the quiet the same way my eyes adjust to the darkness. I have to wonder, am I the only thing out here tonight?
if you heard that, but that was a weird sound, man. I do not know what that was.
Oh, there's a big crow just up there. Or a raven, actually. Good morning. It's about 6:15 and the forest has been coming alive, so I guess that's my cue. I'm going to get up and make some coffee, and then I'll talk about how everything was over the night. And if you, if the camera picked up that sound that was from last night, and you know what it is, let me know in the comments, because that was pretty freaky. I forgot to bring a coffee cup, so the Nalgene can take hot water. So that's what I'm drinking coffee out of, because there's no way I'm not having coffee this morning if possible. I thought I heard something over there. That's one of the things you got to get used to, solo camping. This is only my second time ever solo camping. Last night, you know, getting used to the sounds and everything like that. And then for a while there, all sounds stopped. But, you know, the trees creak, and sometimes they creak in a weird way, and you don't know that it's necessarily a tree. And so I was definitely on guard last night. It was a broken sleep for sure. And I heard that crazy sound, which again, I hope I hope the audio picked that up. And if you know what it is, please let me know. So that freaked me out at first. And then for about half an hour, like I wasn't freaking out, oh my God. But I was definitely on guard where I wasn't going to sleep. After the half an hour, I just, you know, I was more at ease again and ready to fall asleep. So it was off and on sleep. Pretty good. Nothing crazy terrible where, you know, where I was too kind of scared to go to sleep for fear of anything. I did have my knife like right beside me, unsheathed, just in case. I don't have any bear deterrent or anything like that. And so I figure, you know, a knife, like, oh yeah, what, Kev, you're going to take on a bear with a knife? Well, if I had to, you know, a knife is better than nothing, right? Maybe you can jab him and he'll get the point and go away. I had it there anyways. It was just, for me, it was just a little bit of security. The wind is going. I'm going to show you the trees swaying if I can. The trees are definitely talking sometimes. But overall, it was a really good night, a great experience, and I'm really happy that I did it. To go solo camping is weird, you know, and there's always that thing like, maybe I shouldn't go, you know. And I'm really glad that I pushed myself. And that's what you have to do in life, right? When you're going to gain experience and, you know, gain levels in your life, you're going to learn to do things, whatever. You got to push yourself to get over the hump, because sometimes that hump can look big, and it's easy just to say, find an excuse and say, no, I'm not going to do it. This is wrong or this is wrong, right? It's always easy to make an excuse not to do something. And I'm trying to learn more about being out in the wilderness and camping and this kind of camping, right? Like more wild camping. And the only way to learn is to just do it. So that's the camp. I'm really happy that I found this spot. I hope you enjoyed it. And this was tarp camping. I hope I gave you kind of an idea of what it was like. Anyway, it was the first time I did it. So for me, this was all brand new. And I appreciate you coming along if you stuck around this far. I'm going to head out back to the city, unfortunately. But remember the most important thing, folks, take care of yourself. And I'll see you in the next video.